Okay, so here's my thought. I've spent majority of my life kind of being more like tomboyish and like just really leaning into the masculine parts of me, like playing sports and wearing loose sweatpants and hoodies and all that kind of stuff. And I think I'm starting to work towards embracing more of my feminine side. It's just like a calling I've had where, I want to, feel soft and be more nurturing and things like that. And I feel like there's a lot at play with people trying to sell this idea of women need to be more feminine and leave the masculinity to the men, and that's not what this video is about. That's not what I'm about or what I'm trying to lean towards. Just because I'm trying to get more into my feminine side does not mean that I'm forgetting about my masculine side. And I think I honestly believe that majority of people, if not all, should embrace both the masculine and the feminine parts to them. And the reason why I believe that is because there's beauty in both, just like there's negative things in both. I think it's very important to be able to recognize that we have the ability to be a lot of things. We have the ability to be good and we have the ability to be bad. We have the ability to be angry and we have the ability to exhibit different reactions in a different emotional way. I think the problem is that we like shy away from the fact that there is importance to being able to be feminine when we need to be or want to be, and be masculine when we need or want to be. Like, why do we need to be just completely feminine? Or as males, why do we need to be completely masculine? Think about the fact that there's feelings, like expressing our feelings. A lot of times in society, that's considered to be a feminine thing. And men are told that if they express their emotions or cry or talk about their feelings, they need to man up. When we as human beings all have the ability to cry. If men were not meant to cry, then they wouldn't have tear ducts, they wouldn't have the ability to cry, if I'm putting it quite candidly and whatever. Or for women, if they were meant to only sit cross-legged, maybe our legs wouldn't have the ability, well, okay, that's a bad example. Yeah, because we need to, anyways. What's an example for a female to not be masculine? Well, okay, I don't want to think of like just negative traits that tend to be masculine. Let me know in the thoughts if you have an example for the opposite, because I cannot think right now. But anyways, okay, let's think about the yin and yang example, right? Whenever we see a yin and yang symbol, there's the circle, there's a black side and a white side, but there's a little bit of white in the black and there's a little bit of black in the white. And I think a lot of times people use that as like, that's who you'll find. You'll find your opposite, or you'll find your partner, and you're gonna like bounce off each other in terms of the opposite traits. But realistically, we as human beings should be able to exercise that within ourselves as well. Think about yourself as a living, breathing yin and yang example. Maybe for someone who identifies or is female or identifies as female, majority of the time they're gonna, you know, really highlight or express most of their feminine side. But I think there's the importance. Okay, I thought of a positive, typically male example. Confidence. A lot of the times men are confident or express confidence, right? So even if you're a female, you should have the ability to stand up for yourself, to express confidence, to really demonstrate how you know, you should get that job or whatever it is, when a lot of times women tend to think twice or hesitate because they don't think they have enough qualities. So as a female, we tend to, a lot of the times, as someone who's female or expresses themselves as, identifies themselves as female or feminine, we tend to shy away from those types of masculine qualities, but they're very important. So in that example, not saying white or black, who's female or who's male, but we should have that little parts of the opposite, because truly that's what balances us. Not necessarily finding someone to balance us, but finding that balance within ourselves. And then same thing for men or human beings who identify as male. Typically, a lot of the qualities they may express are masculine in nature, you know, being confident, and you know, being more grounded in reactions and not really having so much to say all of the time. But it's important for men and those identifying to be men to express themselves, and to be able to cry and feel like, you know, they can have feelings and that doesn't make them weak. So again, they don't need to necessarily find that balance by finding someone who's more feminine to be able to kind of get to a state of equilibrium. They should be able to find that balance in themselves. So in that way, I feel like we have the ability to be living, breathing examples of yin and yang within ourselves. And not only do we have the ability, I think it's really important for us to be able to express it. Life is all about really trying, not life is all about, but like a really important part of life is to be able to find balance in ways that you are able to. And I think that's one of the ways that we should be able to. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so anyways, that's what I'm trying to do. I still have my, like, I'm literally wearing sweatpants right now. I still feel very much myself wearing sweatpants, you know, taking up physical space and, you know, appreciating states of groundedness. And not that women aren't grounded, I'm a very grounded female. But like, yeah, there's a lot that I appreciate, and I'm so grateful that I spent a lot of my life embracing what we traditionally see as masculine, because I think it allowed me to understand the importance of that, and really try and understand actually males and people who identify as males a bit more, because I was expressing that myself. And now I've found it where I want to be also kind of balancing myself out and feeling a bit more soft and feeling like, you know, I don't need to be strong all of the time, that I can lean on other people and ask for help and, you know, find sisterhood and really like lean into divine femininity and things like that. So I got this new mirror phone holder thing and it's just not doing that great. Wow. You gonna stay for me, buddy? Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, or what all of you think about this topic. Are you, in agreement? Are you not? Like, why do you disagree? I want to really keep this more of like a dialogue and being able to understand where other perspectives are. Like, this is my opinion today. This was my opinion yesterday. This might continue to be my opinion tomorrow, but I think it's really important to be able to hear different perspectives and understand why someone might think differently. And be open to changing my mind, or changing my mind if it makes sense to me, and things like that. I think that's the beauty about being a human being, is you don't have to be stuck in the same echo chamber or same thought process and have the same opinion since the day you're born, because truthfully that's not the case, and it shouldn't be the case. Not that you should just like whiffle waffle around and like change your perspectives and beliefs from one day to the next, but just be open to expressing things differently and understanding things differently and respecting differences as you live more, as you have more experiences in life, because life is too short to just be the same person in your belief systems, especially if they're closed-minded. Anyways, you can see that I actually did my eye makeup first and now I'm doing my skincare. That's my freaking trick. I used to do all of my skincare first, but what I found is, especially around the eye area, as the day would go by, my eyeliner would smudge, my mascara would smudge, and it was not a good look. It was kind of frustrating to have to see that at the end of the day and know that I was walking around all day with like smudged eye makeup. So now what I do, because I primarily just do eye makeup, I don't on a day-to-day basis do like a full face, I do my eye makeup first and then I do my skincare. And I typically don't like do skincare all around my eyes unless it's my night routine, because that's just how I find it being the most effective for me. So yeah. So anyways, all of this to say, I started this video feeling and expressing more of my masculine side with my no makeup, messy hair, sweatpants, and by the end of this will be, I guess, a little bit more feminine, at least outwardly speaking. What's like another thing I've been thinking about too is, I used to always have this belief where if you feel good, you look good. And I think there's times where if you look good, you feel good. I remember my sister used to do that. My little sister used to always feel like if she's woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but she gets up, she gets dressed and, really puts in the effort to look good, it would automatically switch her mood. And I never really understood that. I was like, well, if you feel good, you're going to look good, because if you feel good, you're expressing yourself in a different way. People are seeing like that you're confident and energetic and like receptive and things like that, and that's automatically going to make you feel good, and it's going to make you look good. And I feel like both of those things can be true. You can look good to feel good, and you can also feel good to look good. Again, balance. Why can't we just do both of those things depending on what our capabilities are in that day? So yeah, I don't know. Curious to hear what you guys all think about that as well. Let me know. I think I might do a series or something where I'm doing like opinion of the day. Not that I feel like you need to have an opinion for everything in life, but I think it would be a cute little switch up, because it's like OOTD, which is typically outfit of the day, but this would be opinion of the day. And maybe I could wear an outfit of the day while I'm doing my opinion of the day. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And if you have suggestions for what I could chat about, and maybe I'll use them. Maybe you can share suggestions or share your opinions, and I can kind of share mine back. I don't know. I just want to keep this community really open and welcoming and respectful and all that kind of jazz. And I think it would be, yeah, a place where we can all learn and grow and change and express ourselves the way that we want and all together. So yeah, I actually had put mousse in my hair last night because we went to go see Trevor Noah, which was, I actually laughed more than I thought I would. I had actually never seen any of his stand-ups or when he was on The Daily Show or anything like that, but yeah, he was actually really funny. I would recommend it. I don't think I need to do much to my hair. Maybe I'll put a little bit more mousse in it. I know. Your hair should typically be wet before putting mousse in it. I'm actually still trying to work on my curly hair routine. I just can't. I don't know. I had watched this video recently where someone was like, if you can put that many products in on your face to take care of your skin, why is it looked upon weird when people put multiple products in their hair? Which really got me thinking, yeah, that's kind of true. Maybe I just need to find products that I feel are healthy for my hair and good for my hair. The problem also is I typically like wash my hair at night and then I just let it air dry, and I don't want to put like unhealthy products in my hair before going to bed for them to like marinate. So I don't know. Let me know if you have any tips on like healthy hair products. Okay, we're gonna get changed. So we're gonna get changed from this into this. Okay, you can't really see, but just wearing these corduroy brown baggy-ish pants. The other thing I'm trying to do is inject color back into my wardrobe. I went on this phase where I'm trying to realistically be a bit more sustainable in my clothes, which I'm sure you've seen with my other videos, where I'm like highlighting sustainable brands and clothes that are like sustainably made by brands that are focusing on sustainability. And okay, sorry, I got distracted. But as I was saying, I have been working on trying to make my wardrobe more sustainable and support clothing brands that are focusing on a sustainable mission, which sometimes for the price point makes it where I have to focus on getting neutral colors, like beige, brown, gray, black, white, just to make it make sense for the price point, because oftentimes sustainable brands do typically tend to be more expensive because it costs more to have a more transparent supply chain and things like that. So and on the other hand, I'm really trying to like get more color back into my wardrobe. I want to be able to express myself with different colors, and yeah, just I feel like the world has just gotten so beige. Like everything is all about like neutrals and things like that. And don't get me wrong, I love neutrals, but also I think, yeah, I just feel like the world has, like, everything is just neutral, and it's kind of boring, especially with the culture I come from, where it's like you're wearing colors, bright colors, and so many different types of colors. And I just feel like colors make life so much more rich. And spiritually too, I've heard that different colors can attract certain things to you. So maybe I'll do some research and share what I've learned about that. But anyways, I'm trying to balance bringing color back into my life, into my wardrobe, while also shopping sustainably. And if the little bit that I've learned is like you can still wear color, but maybe certain colors you get are more muted so that they can go with different and like multiple things. So maybe I need to look into that a bit more. Yeah, I'll share with you what I learn, what I find. This is going to be a journey though. Like, I'm not going to be able to just completely switch to everything sustainable all in one day, because that shit's expensive. And I also just don't want to get rid of all of my clothes that I've accumulated throughout the years that maybe aren't from sustainable brands, because to just throw them out is literally the opposite of being sustainable. So let's see where I get with that. If you've got some experience with this, if you've got some knowledge to share, I am all ears. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna be me trying to figure things out in a sustainable way, as sustainable as I can be, while also trying to express myself in a variety of different ways. And you know what? It's probably not going to be a perfect journey, because there's literally no such thing as perfection. And I think that's the beauty of life, is to not try and strive for something that would be quite frankly boring if you actually achieved it. Anyways, that's it for me today. I'm about to head out for brunch with a friend. Hopefully you learned something, or maybe you've got something to teach me. Hopefully this was entertaining for you. Yeah, more to come on my journey. Until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day or night, wherever you are watching this, and sending you lots and lots of love.